It's that time to kick off your shoes, crack a cold drink, and get ready for some good times. This is the Blowed Out Podcast. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's your favorite fat host, Ryan, coming at you for the third week of January. Excuse me. I gotta stop doing that, too. Fuck. I'm just going to start a blooper reel, I think. These early podcasts are going to be really janky. Christ, I got an ice maker going off in the background, the furnace, dogs farting, my fat ass is breathing too heavy. Lord, this is a lot of work trying to get this baby dialed in, but I promise it will get better. So if it sounds a little tinny, or you can hear the ice cubes clanking in the background of the dog farting, I apologize. We are getting there, or I'm at least getting it figured out. Anyhow, hope everybody's doing well. Just a few things to touch on this week. One of the biggest things is doggy issues. Doggy issues are currently kicking me in my fiend bag. Wanted to see what everybody else's thoughts were on this. I have an amazing, I don't know, some of you may know this, but I have a Labradoodle. She's probably roughly 9 years old. Amazing dog, Ganesha. She's a sweetheart. However, as also some of you may know, I recently had to move and split homes and unfortunately, get rid of her sister. And it's just really been killing us as far as some anxiety issues, mostly separation anxiety issues. And I'm at my wit's end. Unfortunately, I've had to move into a place where I have neighbors sharing walls now, and townhome, let's be honest, it's a townhome. However, she's just wailing through the night, and I'll be honest, I'm coming up real close on wanting to hit her with a shovel. Anybody got any real good tips? And as much as I appreciate everybody's input, I've already done all the basic stuff, so I love y'all, but spare me the comments of, give her a blanket, give her a treat, fucking twist her nipples, whatever. I've already tried all that stuff. We're down to like tranquilizer dart or shovel and dumpster. Probably not actually, but you never know. Piss off a fucking fat boy. Like I said, if somebody's got some fantastic advice, or somebody wants to come deal with her, I'll buy you a beer, or I'll send you nudes, or pay you shit. I don't know. If somebody's got some sort of idea, again, I'm literally just at my wit's end. I'm not going to get kicked out or fired or anything over a dog, as much as I love her, and I don't want it to, I don't want to go that route, but man, I got to get something figured out. Anyhow, just throwing that out there for a thought. If I haven't already mentioned it, be sure to like and follow the Blowed Out Podcast on Facebook. We are now on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Also, you can send questions or comments, special requests, or if you're interested in advertising your business or your company on the Blowed Out Podcast, you can email us at blowedoutpodcast@gmail.com. We'll do our best to get back at you and try and answer as many questions as we can. Hopefully we can have some fun, maybe get you guys involved, kind of keep things going. And if it's just, titty pics, well, they're always welcome. So is it just me, or is Amazon kind of the new middle-aged porn? I've spent so much damn money on Amazon in the just past couple of months, which again, I recently moved, so some of that is normal and I guess not anticipated, but you know, just dumb shit, rugs and whatever else, light bulbs, toilet brush, who knows. But does anybody else find themselves doing this more and more lately? I mean, this is kind of my new thing. If I've got a couple of minutes instead of cranking one out like I used to, now I just go to Amazon and continue ordering random shit like a fat boy on an all-inclusive cruise. I mean, I've accepted my addiction, but I cannot afford to continue going this way. However, I have decided it's still cheaper than cocaine. Speaking of which, stumbled on a bit of a fun fact. I don't know if anybody knows this, but according to eMarketer, the worldwide retail e-commerce sales are predicted to reach $6.1 trillion this year. Holy Santa Claus shit. Apparently, I need to stop contributing to that because 6.1 trillion. That is some crazy shit. Real crazy. But there's also a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. You know, the fact that we are sending billions of dollars to countries that hate us. Sorry. It happens. And sticking our nose generally where it doesn't belong or people don't want it. Of course, that's nothing new there. I guess in the grand scheme of things, $6.1 trillion probably isn't that much. Except to folks like us. Or at least folks like me. Personally, I'm trying to figure out good ways to become independently wealthy. I don't know, at almost 47 years old, I don't know if, even if I was fertile, which, to be honest, I'm not certain. However, I don't even know if that would be a thing. Kind of fat, kind of dumb. Not really good at a whole lot of things. I'm alright at a few things, but I'm not great at any one good thing. Other than just being me. I don't even know if that pays well. Anybody get any insight on that? Sperm banks, hello. I'm currently taking orders. All jokes aside, you guys know that, those of you who know me know that I've done a lot of stuff over the years. Sounds kind of cliche and sometimes doesn't really seem like it should be true at a ripe 46 years old. Sometimes I think that I've got stories and experiences that most people can't even fathom for days. And that's not even like bragging or beating my own chest. I'm definitely not proud of some of them, and a lot of them have just been stupidity and alcohol fueled God knows what times. Most of them were really fun, and they make for some great stories. That being said, I'd love to talk about them, and I'd love to get some folks here with me to share some stories. So if anybody's got, somebody in mind they think would be a great guest just to sit back and have a beer and talk some shit, let's do it. Again, those of you who know a little bit about me know that I rebuilt military aircraft for, Lord, damn near 18 years. I've been twisting wrenches, hell, since I was single digits. I mean, snowmobiles, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, race cars, you name it. Everything and anything. Custom fabrication, welding. I mean, we still do a little bit of it all between me and the Brotherhood, who you'll hear from in a later episode. We'll get the boys together. We're going to try and get the boys together, at least a couple of times a month. Ideally once a week, but we'll see how that goes. Everybody's got varying schedules and whatnot, so... But, we like to sit back and toss a few back and talk some shit and have some fun. So hopefully, we can get that all on board. But let's get some stuff going. Anything you guys would like to hear, or talk about, get some people on. Let's talk some, tattoos and race cars and car shows and, shootings in town. Lord, you name it. Let's talk about it. Let's throw it down. Let's do what we do. Anything you guys want to hear, again, shoot me an email at blowedouppodcast@gmail.com. And I'm always open to ideas, and we should be able to have some great times. If you need some help, you guys also know, or some of you may know, sorry, I gotta remember to stop doing that too, I apologize, but those of you who know me, excuse me, know that that I'm very passionate about trying to give back to the community. So we do a lot of things that way, between parties to generate income or get, coats and hats and blankets and boots and socks and everything together for the homeless. I'm absolutely always all in for that kind of stuff. So if there's something I can help with, something I can offer, a voice for, or if it's something local or that you'd like me to be involved in, or if I can help in any way, please let me know. I'm always down for doing whatever I can that way. Over the years, we've done a lot of stuff. We just wrapped up. It's been almost a month now since we did hot chocolate for the homeless here. Homeless. Chrysler. Anyhow, hot chocolate for the homeless here in Ogden, Utah. We try and do it every year. Me and the brothers. We set up down near the local homeless shelter, as close to Christmas as possible. We have hot chocolate and hand warmers and blankets and Christmas music and hugs and just generally trying to do whatever we can to brighten somebody's day who needs it. And we're always, again, if we're available or there's something we can help with, we're always down to do so. So if you've got something like that you could use some help with, please feel free to reach out. So I feel like I should take a minute, excuse me, and clarify a couple of things. I probably should have done this earlier in the cast, or the podcast rather. But my name is Ryan Skadden. I am your host. Some of the things I talk about in the podcast, I don't want to be misconstrued. So, a little bit of background about me. I am one of the original owners of Gimp Racing, if any of you have heard of that. I'm also the last owner of Gimp Racing. Over the years, I've been accused of stealing that from my original partner, Tyler. That was not the case. We decided to let that go, and I picked it up at a later date with a different partner who ultimately backdoored me, and I lost that company. I do still own the trademark, however. I assure you there was no thievery involved. However, that being said, we also did a bunch of things with Widowmaker Hill Climbs. I've been involved with land speed racing on the Salt Flats with the Barkdahl family over the years, over a lot of years. Not so much recently, but such is life. I'm also one of the owners and the founder of Evolution Design Works, Evolution Barbecue Company. We do, again, you've probably already heard or will hear in this, but we do all sorts of custom fabrication. We've been involved with the community over the years a ton between Gimp Racing and Evolution. You name it, from the Utah Food Bank to the Christmas Box House, as well as the Homeless Veterans Fellowship and plenty of other organizations, as well as our own adventures that we can try and help to give back. You can also probably tell, hopefully not, because I'm still trying to figure all this mess out, that I have compiled this over several days. This is not one sit down for me, unfortunately. I'm adding segments, removing segments, trying to figure out how to splice them in where they belong. So again, I hope everybody bears with me. But when I refer to the brothers or the brotherhood, I'm referring to a handful of my very best friends who I'm also involved with in all these aspects. My best friend and partner, Matt, who owns Evolution Design Works with me, Ryan, Jake, DJ, Mitch, Pops, or Dave. There's just so many, but these are the core. These are my core peeps that I interact with pretty much all day, every day. So just wanted to throw that out there so nothing's misconstrued as far as brotherhood goes. I'm kind of a big, fat, bald, white guy, so I didn't want that to be misconstrued by anyone who doesn't know me. I have two beautiful children who aren't biologically mine, but I've been raising pretty much their entire lives as my own. So I just didn't want anything to be misconstrued or taken out of context. I say a lot of dumb shit. Some of it's funny, some of it's only funny to me. I hope it all works out in the end and nobody takes anything out of context. Don't cancel me, yo. I know it's a short one, but that's what I've been hearing my whole life. Nah, I'm just teasing. Anyhow, let's put some shenanigans together. If nothing else, let's go shoot some darts, play some pool, drink some beer, shoot some whiskey. Come at me with whatever you got. We're always down for a challenge. I'm always up for a dare. I'm also looking to put together some custom artwork for the logo, which we can translate into some merch, as well as an even more custom track for the intro and outro. So if anybody's got some good ideas or some artwork they'd like to throw our way, feel free. I'm always open to ideas. Appreciate y'all. This episode is also brought to you by Cold Beer, my fat ass, and this here microphone. Hope to do it again real soon. The next one's going to be even better. Thanks for sticking it out, guys. Let me know what you want to hear. Give me a shout. Send me nudes. Whatever. Talk to you real soon. Cheers.